Welcome back to another episode in the NFL Rejects franchise. Today we're on the road again. We are visiting the Indianapolis Colts. Who are the Rejects? The Rejects are a bunch of regular season free agents slapped together. They're only allowed to be 30 or older. We're not allowed to trade, not allowed to draft. And this team has to get as far as they can. Last season we won a Super Bowl by building the Shamrocks. And this franchise series is super fun because you have completely different teams each season. Sometimes this can be very surprising. Sometimes this can be a relief. Looking at you, season 1. Couldn't wait for that to be over. Get better players into the team. But it sometimes can be a curse as well because this team that we're currently using, the Salt Lake City Golden Eagles. I also change the name every season, as you might well know if you're following this series along. It's just really hard to really predict how teams are going to work, how players are going to work. And this being one of those, we really are having problems getting stuff done in the past few weeks. It is a very weird place to be in because before that we were really slowly but surely building momentum, and then we played the Colts at home and they just completely took that speed away. It was it was like like throwing a spanner in the works. We tied that game. It was overtime. Momentum was stacked against us. We just didn't get anything done against this defense. It was horrible. It was really horrible. Then we played the Bills, and we played catch up in that game. We were 17-10 behind. We equalized. That was awesome. We went into overtime. That was very exciting. In overtime, our defense turned it over, and then I threw an interception. And Terrell Edmonds caught the ball, just ran into the end zone without any problem whatsoever. Nobody able to stop him. I must have attempted tackles with 3 or 4 different players and just kept pushing forward and going through. It was so hyper frustrating. I can't even begin to tell you. It was real madness. I don't really know what happened, to be honest. But we're gonna try and get back into the winning ways again. Playing the first Colts game felt like running through mud. I said it at the end of the game. I'm gonna reiterate that. It was horrible. It was really horrible. It just felt like nothing was working all of a sudden. It felt like we were completely incapable of getting shit done. And that was just really annoying. Michael Gallup here, by the way, with a fantastic catch. Russell Wilson finding him. We're playing here in Lucas Oil Stadium. That is the home stadium of the Indianapolis Colts. Proving to have a rock-solid defense in the first game. I'm not going to be jinxing anything, but this game already feels a little bit more fluid. I was looking at tight end options, by the way. I was also talking about that towards the end of last week's episode. It is just really horrible. OJ Howard is a fast tight end. He's a good catcher. And I feel like when he's on the field, we are just a little bit more dangerous than without him. And in that instance, I was looking through the free agents. There's nobody in there that's even worthwhile thinking about. And then I looked at the halfbacks, and there's Joe Mixon. 30 years old, 80 overall. So, yeah, fun times. And there we go. We scored a touchdown, the first one in this game. Nice. David Montgomery pushes in. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. There we go. It's a field goal. All right. I made a tight end. I edited his position to be a tight end. And I don't know. I didn't pull the trigger in the end. I released him again. He went down to his 68 or something like that, which is something that I truly wouldn't care about. I don't really give a lot about those because the individual attributes is where it's at. But the problem was that his catching traffic and you know, the physical attributes are just very different to a tight end. I do understand that. Sometimes you just have, you know, a lucky situation where you convert a player. I did that with Zach Ertz. He's a tight end. I converted him to fullback. He was exceptional at that position. He was so good. He was a little bit like Kyle Juszczyk is now. He's just a fullback that can play basically any role you assign. So that's awesome. He can be a receiver, he can be a fullback, he can be a running back, he can play tight end. That is just really great. But yeah, it is what it is. And we have to make the most of what we have. Here's D-Hop on the field again. He is back. He is fit again. Very happy about that. I'm also kind of glossing over the fact that I completely messed up the 2-minute drill in the first half against the Bills. It was abysmal, and that's only on me. That's on nobody else. No injuries are responsible for those bad calls. That's entirely on me. It was just so bad. I completely lost track of time. It just ran down. I would have had a timeout left. Didn't work. That was hyper frustrating because in the end, those 3 points came to bite us. If we would have had him, I feel like we would have had a better time in that game. I even think we could have had a win. Not even putting that aside. So, yeah, it happens. It's football. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're unlucky. We're going to go with the second one here at Alvin Kamara, who is now, by the way, my third down running back. I converted him to that. Aaron Jones is getting a little bit of a breather now. Went down in the pecking order. I like David Montgomery. I like what he's doing. I like his speed, his effectiveness. There we go. Snap it, dude. Come on. Ah, I love that. I absolutely love that. When you play a short pass, it should be easy to catch. And then you've got some bum kicking it out. That's always great. Alright, we're going to go right to left here with Alvin Kamara. We're going to try and get this one. Snap happening. Come on. Oh, number 74, unable to really push him away. That would have been a crucial one. The blocking is problematic. Slowly but surely we're getting our players back from injury. But it's always a battle. Alright, let's not leave the clock out of our attention here. We're going to look for Michael Gallup on that turn route. Or do I rather go... Let's go with that RPO alert bubble. Gonna go right to left here. Timeout. 29 seconds. We're gonna call it. 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Here we go. What do we do now? Let's go with a drive. I don't really expect Higbee to get there. Plus, he keeps dropping those balls, man. He's just making me really, really furious. I'd love to rely on him, you know? But it's not happening. I can't do that. He just keeps messing up the easiest of catches. And here we go down at the 2-yard line. I'm going to call a timeout, and we will attempt to score a touchdown here. I'm going to try doing that with those, with the quick plays that are intended for this part of the pitch, and pass plays. There you go. Tyler Higbee, out of all people, scoring a touchdown. Who would have thunk? Right? Right? Here we go. What is funny is that some of these players have like hair models without the helmet, and then they have completely different looks when they do wear a helmet. Tyler Higbee, for instance, he has longer hair and a headband, and with the helmet he has short hair. Aaron Jones is another one. He has long hair here. But when you take the helmet off, it's only like shoulder. It's not shoulder length. It's actually beneath the helmet length. So there's that. And number 4, pushing forward. That's Rix. Destroying that run. So we're gonna go the mesh spot here. Looking for Higby. Maybe Gallop. Let's see. Let's see who opens up. Gonna go with Gerald Everett. 3rd and 7. 14 and 3. I'd really like to get some revenge here. I'd really like to get some payback here for that game where we got beaten at home. That hurt. That really hurt a lot. You know, you can say whatever you like, but losing at home is very painful. Snap it, snap it. Oh, dude. Everybody was in position, but they're not snapping it. I was pressing. Come on, man. Oof. Let's go with underseams. 3rd and 12. Tyler Higby is the dude I'm looking for. That tells you how desperate I am. Nah, number 42, Jeremiah Trotter breaks it up. Higby not getting the distance. Not getting the distance. Logan Cook just get the ball out there. I don't want any return balls here. Just get it out. Right. 37 is where we stop him. Dante Jackson pushes forward. Gets a stop on him here. Anthony Richardson coming onto the field with the Colts offense. Come on, defense. Nope. Even an extra point attempt converted. Dudes. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. We still have a slight lead, but we need a touchdown to really cement things in our favor. Here we go. David Montgomery. Nimble-footed, stepping sideways, evading the tackle here, but in the end, of course, he gets taken down. You can't run away forever, unless you're Forrest Gump. In that case, you can run like mad. Michael Gallup, let's go. Let's freaking go. There we go, staying in bounds, and we step inside. What a fantastic run, what a fantastic pass, what a fantastic throw. Everything came together here. And this is the type of play that we are capable of. Alright, here's the catch. Julian Blackman was trying to get us. I tried to do the sidestep here. And that was a really, really good one. Come on, defense. Just stop him, dudes. Give us that edge. We're in the 4th, 3 minutes 27 to be played. Same situation as before. A field goal alone. Yikes! For crying out loud. Alright. Going with run plays against this defense is suicide. Absolute suicide. Let's go. Another play here. Another Michael Gallup catch. Sidestep this one. Oh, that would have been a fun one, right? Nah. Defense does catch up. We could sidestep them once, but in the end, we kind of lost speed then. It was a very easy tackle. That could have been taunting there, ref. Just take a look at that one. But this route is just one that I really, really love. Look at this one. Leaving 2 players for dead. And here's the huddle. Everybody inside. Talking real stuff here. Just really questioning what to do here. What's best? We're going to pass it. I can't let the clock run down too far. So I don't really want to do that. Here's a snap. Jesus Christ. Michael Gallup is a freaking speedster. Getting those extra yards. Wow. All right. Love that. Love those routes. Doing extremely well. Here we go. Alvin Kamara and Michael Gallup having fun. There we are. Right, so we push ahead. That is positive. I think we are 10 points away now. So if our defense manages to stop him just once or limit them to a field goal, that would be insanely important. And here we go. That's the stop I was asking for. We're going to go the halfback gut. We're going to go and keep the clock running. I don't know what's going on here. That was an interesting run play, but okay. It's just going up against these linebackers back there. It's really, really hard. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's really hard. Quiddy Pay on the side there, number 51, ready to strike fear into our hearts. Off we go. Ah, dude. I was there, all right? I was there. I would have gone there. But all right, David Montgomery, we're going to go with a screen here. That's a good pass. Nice. Do we step out of bounds? Is the clock still ticking? 1 minute 38 at the 18-yard line. Shaquille Leonard inside zone. Right. I think we can step outside, so let's get the clock going. Look at those two there. Shaquille Leonard. The linebackers are insane on this team. The edge rushers maybe not as much. I mean, I'm not underestimating anybody here, but there is a difference in quality. But the linebacking group is really, really nasty. Very nasty. All right, here we go. Number 53. Just shoving aside number 77. Don't know if you saw that one. Play action punch shot. I love those where I've got a short and a longer route. Gonna see who we go for. Wow. Wow, that was completely inaccurate. Number 29 was there. Okay, that one. That pass was just really bad. There's no way of sugarcoating that. Doesn't make any sense. Plus, we're just going to try and demoralize them even more. Going up 31 versus 18. We are very far away now. Unable to catch us. No matter if they score, which they don't, and we win again. All right, we win again. That is positive. We win a game, and we win again. We win against the Colts, so it's slight payback for that tie, because that felt like a loss, to be honest. The Bills, that one, we're just going to have to suck it up and focus on the Eagles next week. Take a look at this one here. Completion rate 76%, touchdowns 3 to 51 yards, 157.5 completion rating. Russell Wilson can perform extremely well, but it always comes down to the secondary, it comes down to the corners, to the safeties, to the linebackers, how much time the receivers have, the quality of the receivers in the catching. So a lot of factors going into this one. David Montgomery injured. That is not something I like to see here. He had a touchdown. Oscar Bennett had a touchdown. Javier Virgil. 188 yards for Michael Gallup. What a stellar performance. He is so good. He is extremely good, and I really have to take everything back I ever said about him. That was a little bit, punishing. Tyler Higbee, 2 yards, 1 touchdown. That's freaking effectiveness, but at least he held on to that one, so I'm pretty happy about that. On the defensive side of things, Desmond King, the second, got 8 solo tackles, 9 total tackles for Shaquille Leonard. Jeremiah Trotter gets a tackle for loss. We get 1 sack for Boniok Ronkwo, 1 for Lorenzo Carter. 0 interceptions, clean game, and Matt Gay did what he had to do. 7-3-1 versus 8-3-1. It's extremely tight. The Texans are dropping off a little bit for 7-0, but the 3 other teams are really duking it out. We've got 2 new injuries. Fingers crossed. Who is that? Let's just check it out. Right, Carl Lawson with a partial MCL tear. He's out for 7 weeks. And who else is on here as a new injury? O.J. Howard, Odell Beckham. Lorenzo Carter, 3 weeks. All right. Well, we're gonna work with that. 7 weeks is a long time. It's gonna stretch into off season or the playoffs if we do get there. But it's a more realistic timeline compared to Emmanuel Ogba. So we're gonna take that. Take it on the chin. We're gonna work with it. We're gonna look towards next week. I think in week 13 we should have our first playoff picture. We're gonna check that one out. I do expect to see us battling in the wildcard round. I can't really see us pushing through yet. We would really have to perform extremely well all of a sudden. You can see the Colts are here, but they're pretty far down. And there's just other teams that are too dominant right now. The Bengals, the Vikings, Falcons a little bit maybe. We're in the 9th spot, but we're behind the Bills, who we lost to. There's a chance that we did beat the Jags. So yeah, division rivals are ahead of us. We have to figure out a way to push past those two if we ever want to start a discussion there. But I just fully expect the wildcard round to be played. So yeah, I enjoyed today's game. We pushed back. We got a win again. That was important. Next week we're going to be playing the Eagles at home. It's going to be a home game. It's going to be a rematch of the Super Bowl, so that's always fun. I do hope that you enjoyed today's game. If you did, do drop a like. Please subscribe. It means a lot to me, as you know. And as always, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you. And see you next time.